How are you doing? My name is Jake Johnson. You're watching Untethered Live, and this is the chill stream on Friday night, coming to you live from my phone and my hammock outside. Thought I'd give you something new to look at behind me tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I am. I'm gonna kick back and talk to my people and see how you like it. Something new anyway. Light's a little stark, but other than that, we'll make it. Anyway, my sister gave me this lovely hammock, and I have been enjoying it outside, some sunshine when it's not raining, uh, checking it out, looking at the sky up there. You can see a little of it behind me. My whole yard like that. Just peek at the sky through the trees everywhere. It's lovely, especially about this time of night. All we really need is a campfire, which I didn't have time to build today, but I might next time we do this. I might put a campfire out here and angle it where you can see the fire. I had a nice, lovely afternoon. It rained all day, but other than that, I hung around the house and watched some movies and some videos, watched some YouTube. That's pretty much all I did all day. I came out and set the hammock up again so I could do this chill stream. Hey, April, how are you doing? Good to see you too. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my hammock. Hope you enjoyed as much as I am. It's a lovely evening out here in the cool air outside. Figured we'd do something different tonight. Get tired of looking at that green screen with no picture on it. Nice hammock. Yes, it is. It's lovely. It's very big and very spacious. I like it. Nice thick string too. It's not that cheap stuff. It's the good stuff. Anyway, it's windy out. Feels nice. There's no breeze here. It's just still and quiet. You can hear the crickets and the birds chirping in the background and the eventual traffic that drives by. It's pretty nice. I got my little setup. Lasagna sounds nice. I had a salad and some crab meat for lunch. That's what I ate today. Trying to watch this girlish figure of mine. You know how it is. Oh, well, I apologize for the starkness of the light. That's all I had on hand. I'll do better next time. I typically have 2 lights, but tonight I only have 1 and it's quite bright. My CJ went home today. I'm sad. Oh, don't be sad. Be happy. You're hanging out with me on my hammock. How much nicer can it get? It's sounds good too. It is good. It's lovely. Can't you hear all this peace going on around me? Nothing but peace and quiet. The light's fine. Good. Well, at least you can see me anyway. I thought about putting a color gel on it, but that just looked weird. Be purple or red or green outside. It wouldn't look nice. I'm happier now that you're here. And I'm happy that you're here too. Hello. Thought I froze up there for a minute. I'm happy you're here too. I'm going to take the day tomorrow and work on my motorcycle and get that fixed up. I still got one thing left to do to it, but it's a rather intensive job. It's going to take all day, so I've been waiting for a sunny day for it to happen, and I hope it's sunny tomorrow. I hope it don't rain all day again. I do not like rainy days. So quite dreary when it rains all day, but right now it's quite nice. I'm happy. Yes, I was gonna ask about what? Oh, about my motorcycle or about the weather? Either way, it's getting done tomorrow one way or the other. I can't wait anymore. I have to put my bike on a charger every time I drive it. Maybe not. It rained here, but not very long. Well, it's been raining here off and on all day, and for the past couple of days it has been. But I think tomorrow the weather's supposed to ease up a little and let the sun come out. I hope it does, because I got a lot of outside stuff that needs to get done, and I can't do it when it's raining. But hopefully after tomorrow I won't have to charge my bike every time I drive it. And the alternator, it's called a stator on a motorcycle. It's gone bad, and it was the alternator and the voltage regulator, and I fixed the voltage regulator. Then I had to put a back tire on it day before yesterday, and now I've got to put the stator on it. And no, the battery's not bad. It's the charger, the alternator of the bike. It's a little different than a car alternator. It works with the motor instead of an external part that's inside the motor. But when I get that fixed, that'll be it. Everything will work then. And that back tire was no joke. I started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, well, I'll be done by 10 o'clock. It's just a back tire. It's only one bolt that holds it on. The bolt goes right through it. I didn't take into account I had to take off all the saddlebags and take off all the little braces and guards and all kinds of stuff. And then I had to manually beat the tire off the rim because it was stuck. And when you're doing that by hand, it's a little harder than just taking it down the road and having somebody do it for you, which is nice. And it took from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock for me to get it all back together. So that took a whole day I wasn't expecting to lose. But now I got a brand new tire on the back, and it's good for another year and a half. Year the way I drive. And now I got to buy 2 more tires, so I'll have them when those go bad. Because you can't plan for it because it happens at different times. It depends on how rough you ride and how long you ride and what kind of terrain you ride on and all that stuff. So it's nice to have them on hand in case they go bad while you're out. Well, that's impressive, Jake. It's not impressive. It's just a tire change. Just manual labor stuff. What's impressive is the deal I made with myself when I bought the bike. It's a Harley Davidson. And a Harley Davidson has a bit of a reputation. That name has weight. And anything that has that name on it costs about 3 times more than it should cost. So I said, when I bought that bike, I said, if anything breaks on this bike, I'm going to fix it. I'm not taking it to a guy at the Harley dealer who's going to cost me 3 times more than it would cost anywhere else for any other object. I'll just learn how to do it myself. And so far, everything that is broke on that bike, I've fixed myself. I've done the starter. I've done taking the oil pan off. I've done both tires, front and back. I've done the drivetrain, which is the main thing on the inside. It's got a big chain over 2 pulleys. I've done the stator before. I've done the voltage regulator. I've done the drive belt, which runs the back tire. I've done many things to it already. I haven't done anything with the pistons. I haven't broke into the motor yet. That's the only thing I haven't done. Or anything involving the forks, which they have oil in them. So eventually I'm going to have to take them apart and learn how to do that. But everything else I've managed to get done by myself with no help. And that's impressive because I did not know how to do all that stuff when I bought that bike. As a matter of fact, I had never worked on a motorcycle before in my life. So that just goes to show you that if you want to learn something, you can learn it. All you got to do is put in the effort and be willing to screw it up. And I was quite close to screwing it up a couple times. This one thing, when I put the starter on, the starter has a little sleeve that goes over the tip of it when you put it through this side, and then you come around to this side and put the sprocket on, and there's bike in between. That little sleeve nobody tells you about. When you take the starter out, it falls down into the motor because it falls right off the end of the thing. But if it's not there, the starter won't work. I didn't know that. I took that bike apart 3 times and put it back together 3 times before I finally found a video that somebody said it was a 1-minute video and it had about 7 views. But I figured, what the hell, I'll watch it. Maybe he knows something I don't. And he was like, trust me, nobody told you this, but if you'll stick your hand in a certain place and feel behind a certain thing, you'll find a little sleeve of metal there. That's your problem. So I went out to the bike and I stuck my hand in the motor, and sure enough, there that thing was. My fingers fell right on. I was like, holy shit. One little piece of metal about that big stopped the bike from working entirely, and I didn't know it was there. So now I know that, and that's a valuable thing to learn. Because I bet you the reason they don't tell you that is so you have to take it to them to fix it. But now I know, and knowing is half the battle. It's a beautiful thing. A little wet outside. Can't keep a cigarette lit. So what are you doing besides cooking lasagna? Anything special? Yep, I like the outside life. It's quite nice. Whoever is here, welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button, says April. Much love. Well, there's a couple people here. Maybe some more will show up later. Ever since I've been doing this on my phone, my viewership has been dropping steadily. Well, we're down to about 5 now that watches regularly. We'll get back up sooner or later. Hate it when my cigarette goes out. Ha ha. Yeah. Well, I make my own cigarettes, and they burn longer than regular cigarettes do, but they also go out like 3 times while you're smoking them. It looks like I'm chain smoking, but really I'm just trying to relight the same cigarette I've been smoking on. Nothing much. I took a shower, and I'm fixing some garlic bread now. I bet it's going to be a good dinner. I miss lasagna. I don't have anybody to cook for me, and I'm not going to cook a big meal just for myself, So it's eating out for me most of the time. I did change up today and yesterday, though. I went and bought some salad, from a salad bar, all the stuff on it, and some seafood salad is what they call it, but it's just crab meat and a little sauce. And I ate that, and that was pretty good. I needed the greens, I think. Salad is not healthy for you, despite what people say. It's chock full of stuff that will inhibit you from gaining weight or losing weight, rather. It don't make you gain weight, but it won't let you lose any. And plus, all the stuff you put on salad is all fattening. All the cheese and the meat and the dressing and even the croutons will make you gain weight. Well, I'll cook for you when I can get that way, and I hope it's soon. Well, I hope so too. I figured it out. That would be lovely. I would welcome a home cooked meal. Don't misunderstand me. I can cook. I just don't want to cook for myself because inevitably I'll cook too much. That's so true about the salad. It is. It's not. People eat salads thinking that they're going to lose weight or eat healthier. Salad isn't especially healthy. Everything in it's bad for you. The salad itself is fine, but everything you put in the salad to make it tolerable to eat is all bad for you. So you do what you do, If you really want to lose weight, you have to move and keep your heart rate up above normal. That's what'll make you lose weight. I've been educating myself on what is good to eat and what to stay away from. Good. That's always a good thing to know. Sugar, I can't stay away from. I failed. Well, sugar is poison, and I'm readily poisoning myself because I can't stay away from it either. I love sugar and lots of it. If anything's going to kill me, it'll be that. Something else that you need to know about, though, if you're going to abstain from sugar, then just don't eat sugar. Don't try to switch to those sweetener off brands because those things contain saccharin, and saccharin will kill you. Saccharin has a high risk of cancer. So don't use sweetener substitutes. It's not good for you. If you're going to lay off sugar, just don't eat sugar. Wean off of it slowly, because if you just quit, you'll be sick as a dog and have headaches and everything else. Wean off of it and then just leave it alone. Don't try to replace it with anything. I know I'm addicted. We all addicted. We've been eating sugar our whole lives. I don't know where this came from that sugar is poison. It's never had any adverse effect on me that I can tell. But what they say that it'll cause your joints to freeze up. You'll have inflammation because of sugar, and that it's bad for your blood sugar, cause diabetes over time and things like that. So it's pretty bad for you to gum your blood up, make it where you have plaque in your blood and that sort of thing. That's what they say. I've never seen any evidence of this, though I do have a lot of inflammation. I attribute most of that to my back problem, which I was born with that. So if sugar is contributing to it, I'm unaware of it. And wouldn't that be trippy if I quit eating sugar and just all of a sudden the pain went away? That would be something. I don't believe that for a second, though. And they are pretty sure about themselves these days, talking about sugar being poison. However, let me remind you that a decade ago, they were sure about trans fats too. You had to stay away from that. Turns out you have to have some fat in your body. It's good for your brain. It's good for your cholesterol. There's no such thing as good and bad cholesterol as they like to make it sound a decade ago. Truth is the body produces cholesterol for a reason. It helps to regulate all the other things that are going on in your blood. You need that. If you do away with it, you have massive heart disease and heart attacks and things like that, which people were dying of in mass a decade ago, which is why they quit pushing that. If you remember back then, everybody was crazy about trans fats and about, I can't believe it's not butter and that sort of thing. Well, it turns out they were killing people left and right because that's not the way to do it. Your body needs everything that it produces. And cutting it out of your body is bad for you. The best thing to do if you want to eat healthy is eat like this. Eat one portion, one time. Don't go back for seconds. Don't overfill your plate. Get small portions of everything that you're going to eat. Eat that and then go away. Eat once a day at dinner time. Maybe have a snack for breakfast, something light, something that'll just give you a little energy, like some toast or, an egg. Don't eat anything heavy at breakfast, like bacon, which is really bad for your bloodstream, or a ham or anything like that. Just eat you an egg and a piece of bread, Stay off a lot of bread. Don't eat a lot of bread. You can eat a little bit, but not a lot, because bread's bad for you. Pretty much anything that tastes good is bad for you. Anything that tastes bad is good for you. Tree bark is probably good for you, but you don't want to eat any of it. So if you're going to eat bread, eat wheat bread or something like that. Eat once a day at dinner time. Eat until you're full and leave it alone. Don't overdo it. Don't go back for seconds or thirds or anything like that. Eat a little bit for breakfast, something light. And that's it. And the rest of the day, stay busy. Walk like you are going somewhere, like you have a purpose. Don't meander. Walk with some speed. Keep your heart rate up, and you'll drop weight like that. And drink water, lots of water, but not too much water, because you can flush out your system and it'll make it bad for you. That's what my mom, that's how she got diabetes. I hear if you drink water before bed, it reduces fat and helps the gut. if you add something to it, not water by itself. But you should drink a glass of water before bed or have a glass of water when you go to bed, because it will help with your digestion and you won't wake up groggy in the morning. That's true. MVTV, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hadn't seen you in so long. No vitamins and peeps. No vitamins. Vitamins are a scam. They won't do anything for you. Here's the thing about vitamins. You can take a handful of vitamins. Your body is only going to keep what it needs, and you're going to piss the rest of it out. So it's a waste of time. If your body doesn't need it, it won't eat. It won't accept it. It'll pass it right on through. So taking vitamins is ridiculous. Peeps are great. Peeps. You mean those little marshmallow things that nobody likes? That's weird that you like them. I got on a vitamin kick about 15 years ago. I was taking all kinds of vitamins, trying to feel great and, be in shape and all that. Didn't do a bit of good. Because turns out I'm not vitamin deficient. I have all the vitamins I need in my body. Might be a little vitamin D deficient because I spend a lot of time at night. But other than that, get plenty of sunlight and move around. That's how you lose weight and stay in shape. Even the gummy vitamins, any kind of vitamins. If your body doesn't need it, it won't absorb. You'll just waste it. You're just using your body as a method to transfer vitamins from your mouth to your urine. Just ain't gonna do you no good. Absolutely, yes. Love them. Sad to say, but looks like that remote cabin is coming through. Road trip. Check after holiday. Northern Cheyenne Territory. Sweet. Take pictures and let us see what that's like. I bet it's lovely up there. Why would you be sad to say that, though? That sounds like a great thing. Are you on the road, MVTV? Sounds like he's fixing to be. Oh, you mixed it with the peeps comment. Gotcha. I understand now. I don't know about them peeps. Too marshmallowy. Too grainy. It's like they just baked the sugar right on top of it. It's been a long time since I've had one, though. Honestly. I'm not very big on candy. I like sweets. Like I'll eat a little Debbie snack cake like nobody's business, but I'm not very big on the candy. Just got pics, prices, and basic directions. 200 miles away. Then it gets weird. Super bad access. Gotcha. Well, I'm sure you'll love it when you get there. Cheyenne Territory is a beautiful place from what I hear. I got some other friends that live up in that area in Wyoming and places like that. And they say it's quite lovely this time of year. And I got some family that live in Wyoming, but they live up in the mountains. So I think it's snowing most of the time where they're at. If it's weird, then why take the risk, says April, or asks April. You're looking good, Jake. Not middle of nowhere, but damn close. Closer to Wyoming, yes. There you go. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Compliment. We're doing something different today. Figured we'd come out here and lay in my hammock and do the live stream and get a little outside, but now it's dark, so it just looks like a black background, but it's better than green. So whatever. The light's a little stark. I apologize about that. That's all I had. Floodlight. I don't have my podcast lights out here, so it won't look as good. You're a challenger. It's all good. That's courageous of you. Just be safe, please. Yeah, be safe out there. That's part of the requirements. Fortress me. World's getting odd, and if anyone's looking for me, I want them to need a helicopter. Amen, brother. If anybody's looking for me, they're gonna need a bulletproof vest. That's all I got to say. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I love this hammock. It's quite lovely. My sister donated this hammock to me, and I'm enjoying it. That too, right? Second Amendment all the way. Well, someone will be looking if we don't hear from you. You know that, okay? Well, I mean, somebody looking for me for trouble. I don't mean family looking for me. Maybe. Oh, the mosquitoes are eating my ankles up. Counting on it, says MBTV. Well, I'm sure you'll have a great time. But when you get a chance, pop in and let us know how you're doing and what you're up to. And if you can send pictures, do so, because we love to see it. Do you know if they have an entrance that far out? Could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing as far as that goes. I don't want to be anywhere I can't get on the internet. Sorry. Missed. Oh, what? Internet. Do they have internet there? Well, I would want to know someone had my back if I were out there and nobody heard from me, you know. Well, you know I'd have your back. I'd come looking for you. Yes, it has satellite dish. Okay. I only know one person that has satellite internet. They got it from a place called HughesNet, and they hate it. It said it's slow as all get out. I've never used it, so I can't vouch for it either way. Maybe it's just their setup, though. You might know more about how to get it to act better for you. It seems like it'd be better, but what do I know? I'm a landline user. It's so nice and peaceful out here and quiet. I don't even hear my cats running around. I was going to flip the camera around and let y'all see the skyline through the trees, but it's so dark you can't see it. Drop an email to Jake, emergency purposes, please. Oh. Well, anybody that's in my crew, if you get in trouble, all you got to do is holler and I'll come a running. What's the temp? I'd say it's probably around 65, 70 degrees. It's not cold. There's no wind blowing or anything. So it's pretty fair. It's got to be around 65, 70 degrees. It's lovely. The only problem I'm having so far is the mosquitoes are attacking my ankles. I put some Skin So Soft on my arms and my neck. I didn't think about my socks. Apparently they can bite through socks. Wow. And I can drop your name and get some backup. You certainly can. If you need it, you call me and I'll come a running. That's how it works with me. And I do mean that. And I've done it before. So you can ask around. Oh, I've got to reposition a little bit. I'm sitting on a hammock sideways. So that's a little weird. Yes, sir. You know it. I'm a trooper, baby. I hear you, April. You are that. One of these days, I'm going to figure out a way to take you guys on a ride on my motorcycle with me. I ain't figured out a way to do that yet. I tried it one time and lost the camera, so I haven't attempted it again. But one day I'll figure it out. And the footage that I did get was all vibrating because bikes, it's a Harley, so it vibrates, you know. I think I need to find, I need to invest in a GoPro is what I need. Get one of those GoPros that's got the attachment to it where I can mount it. I've duct taped cam to head and yeah, a bit bumpy. Yeah, I tried that. I meant the helmet, yeah. Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work out. And I had one that I had attached to the bike and it fell off, vibrated off, and I lost a damn expensive camera doing that. So I'm going to wait till I get a GoPro that's made for that. Shock resistance, shock absorbers, and all that stuff. For real, that's hilarious. Ain't that hilarious? It was an expensive camera to lose. I've only got 4 good cameras, and now I've only got 3. I don't consider my phone to be a good camera, but this is the only way I can get on the internet right now, so. Wandering Hippie had made mention of helping out with that little issue, but I haven't heard anything from him on it. I don't know if he's going to or not. That's entirely his deal. Been there. I had a great drone camera until it sailed off to parts unknown. Oh, Lord. Those drones are not cheap. Make sure you have a backup charger and plenty of batteries and flashlights too. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going off grid like that, you need to go with a go bag full of supplies and necessities and delicates. Never forget the delicates. If you don't have that, you're in trouble. And I'm, of course, referring to toilet paper and toothpaste and that sort of thing. You don't realize how important that stuff is until you're out in the middle of the woods and got to take a shit. Then you're like, oh, I probably should have thought about that. Oh, yes, all kinds of supplies. Yes, sir. Well, I'm excited for you. I hope it's going to be a good trip for you. And I hope you'll still be able to come join the podcast while you're out there. Because we're moving on up. I'm going to be doing some pretty cool stuff in the next couple months, including some show stuff. So I'm going to take you guys out on the road with me and show you what I do for a living. I'm working up a way to do that as we speak. This is part of the test, believe it or not. You can't see it, but my camera is sitting on a microphone stand. Water, food, etc., lighters, matches. Yeah, all good stuff to have. And a pistol would be nice. And if you're going out in the middle of the desert, bring a flare gun with you. Gads, this will be my only human interaction with. This will be my only human interaction then. Fair warning, or good content documenting my slide into madness. Hey, bring it on. I'll send me videos and I'll post them for you. If you ain't got a channel of your own, I'll put them up. I'm always looking for good content. Somebody going mad, that's pretty good content. People have been watching me go bad for the last 2 years. Slowly losing my insanity. But if this is your only human contact, then make it good. Talk to all of us. We'll be your buddies. We'll keep you company. I pledge to always wear pants. I don't even make that pledge. Hey, Caucasian. What's happening, brother? Sorry, you're on the phone. Well, I am too on the phone. So that makes us even. But welcome to the show. We're chit-chatting and I'm hanging out on my hammock. You can hear the traffic going by. I've had some good shoes also. Have some good shoes also. Yep. I was on the phone with Gene. I know that feller. Everything okay? Yo, Sasquatch. Hello, Sasquatch buddy. Is everything all right with old Gene Brown? Hey, News Now, Carolina. Catfish are hot tonight. Are you fishing already, are you? Remember I had a pet alcoholic living with me? Yes, sir, I do. We got to keep an eye out on our friend MVTV. Seriously, okay? We'll keep in touch with him. We'll make sure he's living large. Are you catching anything, News Now? Have you caught anything good? Anything edible? Killing it, he says. Okay. Well, Gene adopted him for a couple of weeks, and it just went tits up. Well, that's what happens when you have a pet alcoholic living with you. Things tend to go tits up occasionally. MVTV, April, says Sasquatch. You forgot News Now. Oh. LMAO, Sasquatch. What are you talking about? Any casualties? Oh, about it going tits up. He's asking if anybody got killed in the tits up excursion. I don't think so. I think they probably just got in a fight. You never can tell about a feller, though. Hey, Kevin Cox, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the show. Welcome to my hammock. Welcome to my yard. I think Kevin's getting on now, guys. I think so. As evidence of seeing him in front of me, I'd say he is. Let me know if y'all get seasick with me rocking. Yeah, there he is. Yay, hello, welcome, love. Nope, no casualties. None that I care for. Bernie spent the rent money on beer. Now he's homeless. Well, that's always a hazard when you're living with a drunk. Well, maybe they'll work it out and everything will be all right. I'm glad to hear old Gene's doing well, though. Next time you speak to him, tell him we said hello. And that's how it works. That's how that works. Sorry you're dealing with that, says MVTV. Oh, I'll take your word for it, says April. It's funny you should mention that. I lived with a drunk for 30 years. He finally left the building, if you know what I mean. 30 years I put up with that old man. It ain't fun. He is with some chick with a baby. He seems happier than years. That's good. Is it his baby? I just can't drink. No problem with it. Other than needed to be netted or put down. I hear you. Dinner smelling good. April's cooking lasagna for us tonight, guys. I'm not MVTV. It's a cousin and another cousin. Oh, wow. he doesn't have a choice but to deal with it. Their family. That's both good and bad sometimes, ain't it, Caucasian? Depends on how you look at it. See, we're all family here, unironically. Unironically, we are all family here. Most of us, anyway. Oh, still on the sidelines, ducking. News now, Carolina. If you catch a big fish, save one for me. I'll cook it on the grill. You got Trey with you tonight, News now? Or are you fishing solo? I think he might have left. I love eating catfish, but dead scared of them as a kid. Really? Well, the only thing I've ever been worried about is them little pokers that they got, them little whiskers. Them things will stick in you and make you sick. But other than that, I ain't never been scared of them, but I love a good catfish. It's about my favorite fish, I think. I like cod, all right. Any kind of white fish, you know, what is it, Halla something? I can't think of what it is. I keep thinking Halliburton, but that's an oil company. It's something like that. Some weird name. Starts with an H. But, hey, News now, where you at, says April. But I think catfish is probably my favorite. I like the taste of like perch and stuff, but their bones are rough. Oh, Solo tonight, says News now. He's here. I have a catfish farm designed for old homesteads. Let the swamp pay me. That's pretty smart there, Caucasian. Halibut, that's the one. Thank you, sir. One was tied up after being caught and was long as a school bus, so I felt, oh, that's a big fish. Don't forget to hit the like button. Much love, says April. I had to reel in a fish. He was busy reeling in the fish. He was reeling a fish, not reeling a fish. He was reeling it. It's real. When you finally get that fish on the shore, ask it how to spell reel. I was just messing with you. Caucasian says, I'll eat most any fish unless it's too oily. Hey, can they eat up a human like pigs? I'm just asking. Probably. Talk text. I've never heard evidence of that, but I'd say if you die and fall in a fish farm, you'll probably get eaten. Oh, where's the redhead you had there with you? Catfish? Nah, leaves bones. Well, you got to pick the bones out. Huh? What fish? MVTV? No, MVTV is not a fish. Always something. Dang. So I hear. I once went up to, where were we at? I think we were in Arkansas. Somewhere around there. I just dropped bodies in a sinkhole. Oof. Anyway, we were up on a bridge and I saw a fin sticking up out of the water like a shark. And I told my mom, I said, look down there, there's a shark. And we saw it and it was pretty big. And then after we got off the bridge, we pulled into a little store there, like a bait and tackle shop kind of place. and went in, and they had the jaws of a catfish on the wall that was big enough that I could put my whole body in the head, in between the mouth. And that's what we saw, was a catfish, not a shark, sticking his fin up. And it was kind of big. To me, it looked like it was the size of a car, but I was a little boy, so I can't tell you for sure how big it was, but it was big enough. It was sticking up out of the water. What do catfish eat? They're meat eaters, right? No, I think they're bottom feeders. I think a catfish is like one of those sucker fish that you buy at the fish store, to put in your fish aquarium. They're bottom feeders, so whatever falls at the bottom, so they're scavengers. They'll eat anything, I imagine. I like a good tuna steak. Good one, Sasquatch. Legends say Sherman's troops were disposed of there. That doesn't surprise me, as they marched right through that area, Sasquatch. Well, the flooded mine pits are convenient, so I hear. That's true. I love a well-barked tuna steak. You mean baked? See? Nightmares tonight. Thanks, Jake. They are scavengers and ambush predators, says Sasquatch. I hear they found bodies in those barrels out in Lake Mead, Hoover Dam area. It is so sad how it drained to nothing. Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't know about Hoover Dam, but I know anywhere there's a large body of water, there's somebody has disposed of somebody's there. That's just the nature of mankind. Anywhere they think they can get away with something. Now, where I'm from, there's a lot of chunk mines, and they dig down several hundred feet, and then eventually those mines fill up with water, so they're literally bottomless. You could drop something in there and it'd never be seen again. So I would imagine there's been quite a few disposals in that area, and we used to swim in those. My grandma said they could fly. That might have something to do with it. Well, I don't think catfish can fly. We bury them deep, says Sasquatch. Yes, we do. Very deep. Several hundred feet. I know one time I was in one of those places called the Hell Mines. You know where that's at, don't you, Sasquatch? Hell Mines. And I swam down to try to touch the bottom, and I ran out of air before I got there. So that's how deep that one was. I never did find the bottom of it. Needless to say, you don't want to swim in those if you're not a strong swimmer, because there's no bottom to go to regroup. You're just out of luck. Well, Lake Mead was a man-made lake. So yeah, get my drift, how nature has a way of making what once was right again. I don't even know what that sentence means. How can I catch your drift? Can't read between the lines. I got fireflies out here. So a lot of stuff is coming into the light. Yes, that's true. Believe it or not, though, a lot of the lakes around where you're at are man-made lakes. Most of those lakes are not natural. Some of them are. Lake Parker is a man-made lake. That's close to where you're at. That's a pretty big lake. Parts of Saddle Creek are man-made. That's close to where you're at. Of course, it's a little bit natural also. It was never supposed to be a lake. I hear you. They keep finding bodies in drums along Lake Mead, right, April? Must be more out there. I haven't heard anything about it, but I don't doubt it. Considering that part of the world is where all the meth and cocaine comes in, right there in Lakeland, Florida, a place called Pirelli Tires. And the guy that owned that, News Now done caught him another fish. Anyway, the guy that owned that was one of the head honchos of the people that brought in the drugs. And they made a movie called Cocaine Cowboys. Have you guys ever seen that? Anyway, the second one, Cocaine Cowboys Part 2, features parts of that area where I was raised at. And some of those guys, I grew up knowing those guys. And I had no idea they were in the drug trade. But they were. I'm sure by the time it's dried up, lots of stuff will pop up, I'm sure. I'm sure. Run! News Now, Carolina. Oh, wait. Clarified the catfish fear. Just picture it with no pants on, MVTV. That's always what got me through my fears. I don't know if that's good advice or not, but give it a shot. Anyone eat sharks? I've never eaten one that I know of. I may have eaten some suspect tuna. I think for a while there, they were putting shark meat in canned tuna, and they got caught doing that. So that's possible, but I wasn't aware of it. At Sasquatch. Very clean tasting fishes. That's why I like cod, because it tastes clean. Very white meat. I'll try it later during me time. I hear you. Just picture that catfish running around with no pants on. See how that works. Wait a minute. Do catfish wear pants? That's supposed to be ironic humor. It didn't come out very well, though. Maybe it's because I can't hear your laughter. Hey, News Now, what are you using for bait? What are you catching all these fish with? Yes, cod. Had best fish in chips during a trip through Prince Rupert, British Columbia. Probably right off the ships. I don't doubt that at all. Some of those places up in that area, up near Maine and up in the British Columbian area and places like that, that's the whole village, the whole area is built on fishing. So you probably got it right off the boat. And that's the best, freshest you can get it right there. It's right out of the ocean. I've always wanted to go up to like Maine and eat some crab meat, king crab or something like that, right out of the bay. I bet that's delicious. I'm not much on shellfish, but I'd make an exception for that. April says, I can't. It's on SpongeBob. Last time I went night fishing, an alligator stole my chair. He must have really needed to sit down, Caucasian. I don't get impressed much by fried fish, but still recall that decades later. Well, I'm guessing that if you have fish terror, that must have been one hell of a cookout. I'm beginning to hear strange noises in the distance, like things moving around. It's kind of creepy. It had rotten shrimp in the cup holder. Ooh. What are you talking about? Am I missing chats? I might be missing chats because that doesn't correlate to anything I see above it. It had rotten shrimp in the cup holder. You used rotten shrimp? The chair the alligator stole. Now I get it now. I got it. I understand. Yes, for bait. I got it. Why the gator took the chair. It just didn't click. Sometimes that happens. I'm so busy thinking about many other things that sometimes the simple things don't make it to my brain. Geez, I may move to scary territory, but nothing in the brochure about alligators. I don't think the alligators are up in that area, buddy. I think you're safe. I have clean clothes and towels. Congratulations. I don't. I need to do laundry. I think I got one shirt left. Watch for wolverines like furry gators. Yeah, I guess so. More like a pissed off kitty cat. Or a pissed off beaver. That's more like a wolverine. I don't want nothing to do with them. Matter of fact, I don't want nothing to do with anything that comes from Australia. Everything there is trying to kill you. For real. Now that's scary, Sasquatch, says April. My washer and dryer came today. I'm still trying to catch up. I hear you. I couldn't walk around knowing giant reptiles were loose. Bears are big. They make noise. You can see them. They get scared. You guys are on the frontier. Well, believe it or not, an alligator usually will not mess with you. I've swam right beside them in Saddle Creek when I was a kid, 2 or 3 arm lengths away from me. And they just looked at me and I looked at them and we both minded our own business. They could attack. They have attacked before, but usually they'll leave you alone because they're not crocodiles. Now, a crocodile, they will actually hunt people. The koala kill 3 people a year. The gimpy plant makes you kill yourself. Well, koala bears don't count because they carry syphilis. And that's what those 3 people a year die of, is syphilis. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. I do know they carry syphilis, though. Which is weird if you think about it. Yes, koala bears are mean. They will bite you. They'll challenge you too, but they are tiny and cute. The cutest bears are killers. Nope, they'll rip your face off. Yes, they will. I know that. And they do carry syphilis. And if they scratch you or bite you, you could get it. And they aren't bears. I don't think they are either. I don't know what they're akin to, but I don't think they're bears. They just called that because they look like teddy bears. I'm not sure, but I think they're marsupial. There you go. Marsupial. So they're akin to a kangaroo. Marsupial just means that they have a pouch. Possums are marsupials. Used to be very scared of rattlesnakes until almost stepping on them a dozen times. Each very good at making noise and backing off. Yes, but they can hurt you. I'm going to have to look that up. I learned something new. There you go. Australia lost a war against emus. I know. They tried to get rid of them and the emus took over. I had an Australian pen pal for a little while. It started out as a political debate back when Trump was running for office, and he insulted me. And I'm the kind of guy that if you insult me on the internet, I'll bitch slap you like you ain't never been bitch slapped, and keep doing it until you exhaust yourself. Because that's the kind of guy I am, and I got nothing but time. And he insulted me, so I insulted him back, cut him to the bone, and we fought like cats and dogs for about 2 months. And every time he'd send me a text, I'd send him a text 10 times longer than the one he sent me, with 10 times more insults in it. And finally, I won his respect because he couldn't beat me. And we eventually just started talking about something else and became pretty good friends. And we kept in touch for about 2 years. And he'd even send me little packages from time to time in the mail with different little things in it from Australia, little knickknacks or little samples of wood or little books or something, you know. It was kind of cool. Oh, great. Forgot that fear. Started something from prehistoric ones. Thanks, Sasquatch. Turn out bird flockings work against mammalian predators. I hear you. LOL, Jake. Well, it's true. Even Australia's super chads couldn't defeat emus. When did we start calling tough guys chads? That's a trend that I've noticed lately. I've never heard that before this year. And now everybody's saying it. Kind of makes you wonder. Are they slowly changing the language out from under us? Chad. What does that even mean? What is the reference there? What's it come from? First for me, but I miss a lot. Yeah, me too, apparently. I'm old. I miss all the young slang. When you go to jail, the white guy, your girl, is screwing is called Jody. Now, this I know. That's not Chad. When I was watching Sasquatch's live last week about the things that roam the earth, it'll scare y'all. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Sasquatch has a pretty good show sometimes. I like to be part of it when I can be. Chad is the guy screwing your girl at work. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But now I know. And knowing is half the battle. I knew about Jody, though, because I've been to jail. And that's the first thing they warn you about. Better watch out for Jody. And also, I'm a David Allan Coe fan. He had a song called Jody Like a Melody, which is where that expression came from, believe it or not. Darren is the guy who wants to talk to your manager. I thought that was Karen. Oh, Darren, Karen, I got it. I never met a Chad I didn't want to punch in the face. Something about the name. Amen, brother. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever met a guy named Chad. Figures. LOL. Chad is also that guy at the gym that you don't need to worry about. Oh, because he's built. Yeah. I think if I walked into a gym, I'd have a heart attack and die right there in the doorway. I'm not as built as I used to be, believe it or not. For those of you that can remember me when I was in my early 20s, I was built like a Greek god. Now I'm in my 40s and I'm built like a Chinese god. They're just friends. I do know that guy. Just friends. Ha ha, I got it now, Sasquatch. LOL-OMG. Nothing about the Greek god, Chinese god joke. I thought it was funny. He was just giving her a ride. A Chad is modern internet slang. Yes. He is generally a sexually active alpha male. The term has become slang among adolescents in general to refer to a particularly attractive or confident man. Well, I guess I'm a Giga Chad. Look there. See what I did? Willie Nelson said, when you're ugly, you got to be twice as cool. Remember those guys we beat up in school when no one was looking? Oh, yeah. Thanks, MVTV. That was hilarious, says April. Unfortunately, I was the guy getting beat up in high school. That's why I'm so tough now. Google cut and paste. Oh, Jack Murphy? Giga Chad is taking that to Jack Murphy. That guy's a lunatic with some rather peculiar proclivities. The male Bigfoot is better known as Chad Squatch. And it's meant ironically as a title, meaning Jack Murphy's Giga Chad. Yeah. It's because he's a fat slob with a weirdly dyed beard. Another important social lesson is listening to the Hammock-Cast. Amen. Gotta love that Hammock-Cast. That might be my next channel. What, Hammock-Cast or Giga Chad? Or Chad Squatch? Chad Squatch. That's very good. Clever, Kev. Did you hurt yourself? Oh, it's been a good conversation tonight. I'd like to thank you guys all for pitching in and making it so. I enjoy it very much, immensely. Please do not call me Mr. Chad Cox. I won't. Don't worry. I like peacocks. Oh, the wind is picking up. I can hear it blowing through the tops of the trees. It's quite lovely. LMAO to that one, Kevin. Ha ha ha, Chad Cox. Oh, Gene called back. Bernie is now in a squad car going to town. Well, at least he's got a place to sleep for at least a night or two. I think it's 48 hours in the drunk tank, something like that. Maybe 24, who knows. Sucks to be that guy. Going to jail. Hey, it's 9:40. Won't you guys do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and press the bell icon so you get notifications of when I'm going to be online when my videos drop. Smash that like button. It's right in front of you. It's free. It takes no effort at all, and it really does help our channel with the algorithms and such, so please do so. Share this video with somebody you love. Better yet, share it with somebody you don't love. Bring them into the family. Be part of their solutions, not part of their problems. Make them part of our fold. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about. Question me, curse me, challenge me, bless me, confront me, conform with me, drink my Kool-Aid. Drink your own Kool-Aid. As long as you're thinking critically, that's what I want. Critical thinking coming from that brain of yours. And if you dig what I'm doing and you can see the value in what I'm trying to create, and you'd like to help out or pat me on the back and say, hey, nice job, Jake. Or if you'd like to consider becoming a supporter of this channel, you can do so by going to paypal.me/Jake Johnson Band. Paypal.me/Jake Johnson Band. Every little bit helps. It's a win-win. It's a blessing to me. It's a blessing to you too, because God does notice these things, and I greatly appreciate your confidence and your support, and I will do everything in my power to be worthy of it. And with that, I will round out this video by continuing to take all your questions and comments. Thank you. What did I miss? Going to be a hanging Chad. Joking there somewhere. I got nothing. Actually, that's a pretty good joke. If he's what's that guy's name? Epstein. Hey, I'm going to add a private movie night to StreamYard if anyone's interested. Old 80s hits. I'm in. Good evening, folks. Nice sit down, Jake, and chat. Thank you, MVTV. Thanks for hanging out. We love you. And be sure to hit us back as soon as you can and let us know how your journey is going. April says, hey, MVTV, please keep in touch. Okay. Love, I'll be checking in, all right. I'm interested, Sasquatch. Really, says April. You know it, says MVTV. If it's in Florida in 2000s. I love the 80s hits. Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. How are you going to get away with it copyright strike-wise? Knight, says Kevin Cox. I mean, I'm in. You tell me when, and I'll be there because I love 80s movies, and I got lots to say about them. They have herpes, too. Who has herpes? In StreamYard, it's not public. Oh, okay. I'm down. Who has herpes news now? Oh, koalas. Wow, that was a deep cut. We love you, MVTV. Keep in touch. Okay, much love. Prayers, buddy. Good night, Kevin. What's the first movie going to be? Are you going to take suggestions? I think he's behind and watching. Well, that's all right. As long as he's watching, that's all that matters. Thanks, April Rain. Means a lot and boosts the courage. Well, you know you got a team of folks over here saying prayers for you, so have all the courage you can muster. We'll be behind you 100%. Just don't get near any cliffs. You're welcome, love. Hugs, says April. And a Pac-Man ghost, or whatever that is. Looks like a Pac-Man ghost to me. Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Look on blah, blah, blah. Rita's Juicy Life. What would I be seeing if I were to look there? Figure that one out. LOL herpes news now. Y'all hit the like. '80s movies on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's a hug emoji. Duh. Well, it looks like a Pac-Man ghost from here. You'll have to lean way back and squint, and you'll see what I see. Maybe shine a flashlight in your face while you're looking at it. It looks like a Pac-Man ghost. Like the yellow Pac-Man ghost. But if you say it's a hug emoji, then I'm with you. Yeah, it does kind of look that way. Ha ha ha, dinner time. Munchies, that's going to be your first movie? That's a pretty good movie. If you're going to do Munchies, you might as well do a theme and go with Gremlins and Critters right along with it. And there's probably another one that you could put in there. One of those full moon entertainment type movies. Like, can't think of the name of them. Something like Goonies, but that's not it. I might be thinking of Munchies. Can't remember. That's the one with the girl at the end in the car. The guy in the car. And the Munchies are still alive after they thought they killed them all. I'm getting a capture card. I'll be able to use Amazon too. Interesting. You can do that now if you download the movie onto your hard drive and then post it. Love you all so much. See y'all soon. Good night, everyone. Much love. Hugs, kisses, love. We love you too, honey, and thanks for hanging. Oh, I'm about out of here myself. I'm getting eat up by mosquitoes. But this was fun. I enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do it again soon. I can't post any of this to YouTube, probably. Probably not. You'll probably get a copyright strike if you even think about it hard. But if you can get away with it on StreamYard, I'll come watch it with you. We'll hang out and make fun of the movie while we watch it. And I have lots of suggestions for 80s movies. That's kind of my forte. I'm a 80s movies fan. Feed Jake, says April. He's been a good doggy. And he needs a little kibbles and bits in his bowl. So be generous. And thank you. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me on my hammock and having such great conversations. But it's for whoever's interested. I'll post the link in the morning. Okay, well, when are you planning on doing it? So I'll know. And I'm definitely in, but I need to know when. Try to put it on my calendar and not miss it. Tell me. What date? What time? I am Sasquatch. Oh, I am Sasquatch. That's what she meant to say. I am interested, says April. So you at least gonna have a small crowd when you do it. I love you, Jake. See you on Sunday, right? Yes, ma'am. Sunday at 8. With some serious Bible studying in the latter part of the book of Lamentations. Caucasian, when are you doing it? Time and date, please. So I know. I know you said you'd post the link in the morning, but I need to know when we're going to be doing it. I need to block that time out for you. Well, then do it tomorrow, Sasquatch. I got no show for tomorrow. Okay, but what time? I'll be working on my bike all day tomorrow, so it's got to be in the afternoon. Awesome, says April. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now tell me, baby. Don't you know I want to show up to that? That would be 9 p.m. All right, 9 p.m. Saturday night. I'll be there. Just you'll have to email me the link or something because I don't know how to find it any other way, but I'll be there. Email it or send it in a chat or something. Or you can post it in one of the responses to one of my videos. You can post it in a comment section. 9 p.m. says April. We'll be there. We'll be there when our movie watching boots on. I'll do my show, then drop a private. Okay, I'll send it some way. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Messenger, probably. That's fine, as long as I can see it. I'll get there. And it'll be fun. So anybody that's in this chat is invited. Just go see Sasquatch's show and follow the link he drops. That's CaucAsian Sasquatch on YouTube. Isn't that what you named your channel? CaucAsian Sasquatch? I'm sure you can pop that in a search and find him. Just tiny penis Easterner. Yep, CaucAsian Sasquatch. That's how you find him. Watch that show and then be sure to hit the like button and show your love and follow the link that he posts in the end. And we'll be there watching Munchies, probably. All right, guys, I love you all and with all my heart. I love you true. I do. Take care of yourselves and each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, make sure you give me some credit by naming it after me. And won't you do me a favor when you go out into the world tomorrow? Take a little kindness with you. Show some love. Let your inner light shine and watch it change your life. I promise you it will. It works every time. You don't want to miss it, everyone, says April. And I won't miss it. I'll be there with bells on and coffee made, ready to rock and roll. So be there or be slightly rectangular. Have a great night. I love you all. See you Sunday or Saturday night at 9 p.m. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.